On this show, we cover some sensitive topics.
Though the obituaries may be outlandish, the people are real.
Names have been changed or omitted in order to respect both the deceased and the survived by.
While death is no laughing matter, some petty last words can provide some pretty entertaining comic relief.
Welcome to Obituary. Welcome back to Obituary. I'm Spencer Henry.
And I'm Madison Reyes.
And we are your flight attendants, Geoffs.
Hello and welcome to Obituary Flight 69420 to San Francisco.
Yes.
If you're going to San Francisco, you're in the right place, Geoffs.
There will be a follow-up flight to hell. So if you're going to hell, stay on the plane.
Perfect. The most important safety feature we have aboard this plane are us, the flight attendants.
Yes. Too hot.
Please.
Flight attendants.
Yes. There are 6 exits aboard this plane.
They're all on the left. Look to your left. Do you see the exit?
Mm-hmm.
Are you comfortable sitting in this exit row?
If not, if you are seated in one of the exit rows, please do not store your bags at your hoofs.
Not at your hooves?
Or your talons. This
No.
will be a very bad idea. And please take a moment. In the event that you see those blinking lights above your head, blink.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and pray to God.
We're going down.
We're going down. If you're sitting next to a small child or someone who is acting like a small child, please do us all a favor and punch their lights out.
We don't want to hear them on this flight. Oh my God, I love it.
Oh my God, in the front seat in front of you, there is a pamphlet.
A pamphlet?
Uh-huh.
You mean a pamphlet?
One of those. About the safety features of this plane. The most important thing, though, while you're looking at that, please remember, this is a smoking airplane. There are smoking sections all over.
Especially next to the children.
Especially next to the children. Pets are all in first class away from the chaos.
Yes.
They have their own masseuse. They get the top of the line dog food or pet food. And they're actually flying the plane.
That's enough. I'm ready for takeoff.
Oh my God. What a crazy day. You have been running around packing.
Like a
you're
maniac.
Leaving.
Everyone knows I'm packing. And
Oh my God.
I have to be at the airport in a little bit here. But we said, hey, we better get this episode recorded for the Geoffs. So this is my commitment to you. I am willing to run late and sit in fucking LAX traffic for you guys. That's how far I'll go.
Give it up for him. Wow. Wow.
Generous. A generous Geoff.
God. What would we do without him, guys? I do love an ejection button on an airplane.
Stop looking up airplane facts, Madison.
Okay,
we have a show to do. Well, you just got back. You had a little weekend rendezvous in Palm Springs.
115, honey. I felt like I was right at home.
I know. It's been really hot down there right now.
Oh, my God.
What'd you do? Just stay in the room?
Well, because we had the dogs with us, I had shoes for them, for like their feet.
Did they put them on?
Yes, but I'm like, I have to put on 8 pairs of shoes.
Including yours.
10. And 12. My husband's.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No, but yeah, during the day, my husband went to the pool. We were with some family, and so they went to the pool. I stayed in the room with the dogs because I'm terrified of heat stroke.
A better place to be. Just sit in the room, where you can control that temperature to your liking.
Yes, I was on TikTok.
Room service.
Room service. I have a weird thing with hotel rooms that I like to clean them. Like, I don't want anyone else to clean them. Like, I clean them and I kind of rearrange them how I would like it.
You're like taking down pictures and like re-putting them up somewhere else.
I do. I'm like, I think this would look better over here. When I leave, I move it all back. But like 2 nights I'm staying there, it's got to be to my liking.
She said these 48 hours are going to be to my liking.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
They were.
I don't touch anything. Well, listen, we've talked about hotel deaths here. Did you think about that while you were there?
That's true. No, I don't think anyone's died there. Well, maybe it was like an old motel, right?
Well, everybody dies at
Ace.
hotels.
Yeah.
Come on, we talked about it. It's so common. I guarantee someone's died in that room. Overdose, suicide.
Wow. What great thoughts to think of.
Go back and look at the pictures and see if any of the carpet's different.
Oh my God. Well, there's no carpet. It's just cement floor.
Easier to clean. They must get a lot of them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I love it. But we're both here now. That's what's important. We're in the same town, in the same house, in the same room.
Oh my God. In the same chair.
Yes.
We're sitting on each other's laps.
We are side by side, like a roller coaster. I'm sitting on Madison's lap.
Yeah.
And I just feel most at home here with all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we better actually start getting into shit because I really do have to leave for the airport in a little bit. And
Oh my gosh, but I just want to talk to you.
Oh, I know. I did the weirdest packing job I already know. I don't even want to open my suitcase again because I did one of those packings where...
There's like a lamp in there.
Yeah, no, like I don't even know what's in there. Probably 4 outfits that don't make sense.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going up north because one of my cousins is getting married.
What are you going to wear to the wedding?
That's for a reveal.
He's going to steal the show.
A wedding dress.
The worst wedding guest of all time.
I'm going to wear a white dress and I'm going to walk in 30 minutes late during the I do's.
You're probably going to look better than everyone there.
Oh, I can only hope. Family, if any family members are listening right now, I just want you to know that I'm coming. Just kidding. No, I think it will be beautiful and really nice. I do feel crazy though because we have our live show next week. And so we've been like,
oh my God.
I've been back prepping all the Cult Leader episodes that need to go out next week. And we've been batching some obituary episodes and rehearsing.
Yes, we have been. You've been doing all the Cult Leader stuff. I've been crafting some things for the show. You guys will see.
Oh, just wait. Well, you've already seen.
Yeah. And we also, a few nights a week, have been sitting in Spencer's living room with our microphones, not hooked up to anything, practicing.
Just hot dog in the audience.
Fully like we're lunatics. Hot dog is probably like, what the?
My neighbors are probably like, thank God I'm not in the apartment anymore. Because if I still lived in an apartment, my neighbors would have been like, this guy's got even more issues than we thought. No, but it's crazy. I just feel like we've been running around. You, poor thing, on your birthday, you had to, which was yesterday, you had to be over here with me all day, all night, practicing, getting shit ready.
That's what's important.
But it was fun.
It was fun. And you got me the best stuff.
Ugh.
Oh my God, you guys. Whenever I come over to his house before we record, I always want an espresso. And it's one of those things I've wanted forever, but have never bought myself one. He gets me an espresso. He also gets one of my favorite fragrances that I'll never buy myself, that I buy the room spray of and wear it. He bought me the real deal. I said to him when I opened it, I said, I don't have to wear the room spray anymore.
I love it. No, we had a good time. We ended the night with some cupcakes and Real Housewives, which honestly, I think that's your dream birthday.
Yes. I don't want to do anything.
Any fun plans for the weekend?
Maybe go out to dinner with some family, and I really want to rearrange my living room, so probably that.
Perfect.
You know?
Love it. Just kill time while I'm gone.
Like, I have to stay busy.
I'm leaving my partner.
I know.
Oh, God. Okay. Do you have any listener emails this week? I don't know if
I actually do. I have 2 listener emails. One is hilarious, and then one is from a listener who I believe is Indigenous. They talk a little bit about their experience at Indigenous funerals, which I think is so important because we cover so many different funerals.
That's cool because I don't know if we've ever really gotten into that yet.
No, and I don't want to disrespect them in any way or get any information wrong. So hearing from somebody who has attended them, I feel way more comfortable.
Oh, that's all we can ask for.
Yes. So let's start start off with that one and then I'll read you the funny one. So it says, "Hey y'all, I listened to the recent episode where Spencer mentioned some absolutely beautiful funeral traditions, and I thought I would share some indigenous culture traditions from my culture.
Hell yeah.
I am Plains Cree from Treaty 6, and I have attended a hefty handful of ceremonies in my 22 years of life. I will preface this by saying that I have never been to a viewing or celebration of life inside of a funeral home, as most funerals I have attended are held in a community center or inside a relative's home. When someone passes away, a fire is immediately lit and kept burning until they are laid to rest, this being about 4 to 5 days.
That's really cool.
I think that's so cool. Family members, mostly men, are in charge of keeping it aflame. During these 4 days, the body is kept in the center or home, embalmed for obvious reasons, with an open casket for viewing. Family oftentimes sleeps in the building during these 4 days as well. While the wake is happening, ceremonial drummers come in to send off the spirit of the deceased, and smudging happens throughout the 4 to 5 days. After the wake is done and the deceased is laid to rest, the family holds a feast in remembrance/celebration. And family holds a giveaway for the community, that being blankets, food, etc. Every year after their passing, a feast or dinner of some sort is held to feed their spirit so they don't go hungry. I love that.
That's cool.
I thought I would share because I am going into funeral work, and unfortunately, not much is known about Aboriginal practices in the funeral industry. When I was in my first class for funeral service, there was info for all other cultures, and I had to inform the teacher about Aboriginal practices. So many people don't know, and it's such a sentimental thing to me. Thank you both so much for educating folks and making me wheeze laugh every week. I hope I was able to teach you something today. Tansy. Thank you in Plains Cree." Oh, thank
Amazing.
you.
Thank you for writing in.
I think it is
love
so important, and I'm just really happy that you wrote into us. And if you have anything else to share, please, we'd love to hear it.
Yes, I know. I'm like, I want to go to so many funerals. Every time I hear about a different kind of funeral, like wedding crashers, I just want us to be like funeral crashers, where not crash. I want to be invited, but I just want us to go and see so many funerals because they have so many cool traditions.
I know. I know.
Coming from the most respectful place, of course, I would not.
Absolutely.
But if any of you die, put it in your will that we can come.
Also, that email was from Crucifix. I love that name. Yeah, if you want 2 middle-aged white people to come to your beautiful ceremony, God, we would very much love to attend. And
yeah, we get a lot of wedding invites. Surprisingly, Thank you guys. We, of course, wish we could go to everything, but
yes,
we don't get enough of those darn funeral invites.
I know. What's up with that? Now, I have one more listener email that cracked me up. Just another car mishap with our podcast playing. This is from Gina. She said, "I was getting in my car to drive today and rolled down my windows while waiting for the air conditioner to do its job. I'm in Texas. It was 102 outside. So you can just imagine that black leather heat inside. Well, I was listening to episode 56 because I missed it. I had it loud and rolled down my windows at a stoplight next to a guy who also had his windows down right at the 23:55 mark where y'all were discussing the "Are you the asshole" bit. Well, at that exact moment is when Madison said, "Who the fuck are you? You're a dumb bitch." The guy next to me did a whole body turn and got visibly angry, and I was like, no, I'm so sorry, it's a podcast. The light where I was turning gave me right of way, so I left quickly. I don't know if he heard me and didn't want to stay to find out. In San Antonio, everyone is trigger happy. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Had to share my moment with you today, and thanks for even more unexpected laughs.
Thanks for making us laugh. That's the best. I love stories like that.
I know.
You know what? It was a cool one. One time, Cult Babe wrote in, they were listening to Cult Leader in a drive-thru. I forget what it was, but the person who worked there also listened to Cult Leader.
How cool.
I know. I thought that was cool.
Were they like, "Are you listening to Spencer?"
I guess, yeah.
How cool.
Love it.
Love it.
Oh my God. That guy was probably like, "What'd you say to me?"
Yeah. Us getting people in trouble. I I'm sorry.
Oh, please.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like you weren't the asshole in that situation. Nobody was.
Madison was.
Madison was the asshole. Speaking of, I have some Am I the Assholes for us, of course. And this first one says, Am I the asshole for turning up at the cemetery?
Ooh, okay.
And so Madison... I thought like turning up, like getting turned. Like, turn up.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So I'm picturing like, oh, they just like went too hard or like, I don't know what happened. But listen, it says, I, 16 female, have a boyfriend, 16-year-old male. His dad died 2 years ago and yesterday was the anniversary. He said he was going to his grave and I asked when and he told me what time he was going. I asked if he wanted me to go with him and he said no. He never talks about it and he said the only reason he was even going was because his mom wanted to go and he wanted to go alone. It's local. So I thought I'd be there. Figured it would be a nice gesture and that maybe he only told me he wanted to be alone because he doesn't like talking about it. I waited for him at the cemetery. He saw me waiting at the entrance and looked pissed off as he was walking my way. He got really mad. I was just really trying to be nice though. Thought I was being supportive, but I guess that's not allowed. Am I the asshole?
I don't think she's the asshole.
Oh,
but,
I do.
Well, I think her intentions weren't bad.
No, but just the way she ends it, even saying, guess that's not allowed, trying to be supportive. No, I think she's manipulative, and I think she's a little bitch.
Oh, fuck.
No, because I get it. Like,
he wants to grieve alone. She's assuming that he's needs her or whatever.
If somebody tells you that they want to go to a cemetery alone, that's not a fucking invite. They're saying, I want to be alone, and you need to respect their choices.
That's true.
It's
boundaries.
It's weird to just show up after somebody told you they didn't want you to go.
But I just get, like, if her intentions were like, I don't know. Okay, she's an asshole.
Yeah, she is. Okay?
All right.
And that's what she was voted.
So you're saying you don't want me to show up at your cousin's wedding?
I would love if you showed up at my cousin's wedding.
Imagine.
No, but I also think grief can be a really hard thing, especially at that age, to deal with. And I think what I picture is like an annoying, like, girlfriend, like, well, why can't I go? Well, where are you going? Why can't I go?
Right.
Oh, I'm just going to go. He'd probably want me there.
Right.
And then this one says, am I the asshole for how I reacted to an inconsiderate cemetery parking job?
Oh, no.
This past weekend, we visited the grave of a family member. I'm a male in my 40s, but was there with my spouse and elderly family. The gravesite is fairly close to one of the main roads looping around the cemetery. There isn't any fixed parking, so typically visitors do their best to pull as far to the side of the road as they can, leaving at least one side open for through traffic. On this day, the weather was bad and there was no other cars parked for quite a long stretch. We parked, walked to the grave, and started cleaning it up, placing flowers. A few minutes later, another car arrives and parks almost parallel to my car, but on the other side of the road, blocking all traffic from getting through. The driver, a younger woman in her 20s, gets out and starts walking away. I won't lie, I was upset by the lack of common sense and courtesy, and that this was interrupting a really tough moment with my family. As I was walking over to my car to move it, I passed by the woman who just parked and said, I really don't understand why you needed to park like this. The entire rest of the road is clear, but don't worry, I'll move. As I'm getting into my car, the woman starts screaming at me. To be honest, I had no interest in engaging further and just wanted to get back to my family, so closed my door mid-sentence and moved up. It turns out that the grave that this woman was visiting was close to ours. As I'm walking back to the gravesite, I noticed that this woman is now holding up an iPhone, recording me with a smirk on her face. I found this incredibly disrespectful. I walked over and said, are you recording me in a cemetery with my family? Are you trash? Which is probably what I would say.
Yeah.
She didn't respond, so I took out my phone and started recording her and said, there, how do you like it? I then walked back. That would be me.
I have a moment like that.
Me too. I then walked back to the parked cars, took a photo of her car and license plate, and of course, she decided to do the same. I then told her that I now have photos of her vehicle, and her license plate, and that if she had any sense and respect at all, she would disengage. The entire time, she is of course holding her phone in my face, and when she tried to respond, I said, I have no interest in talking to you anymore. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm calling the police if this continues. So have some respect and just stop. Honestly, this is kind of like a Karen versus Karen moment. I walked away and rejoined my family. She returned to hers and left thereafter. In hindsight, probably the better thing to do at the moment would have been to either just move my car silently or ask her to move hers. But honestly, I would think I was so overwhelmed by what struck me at the time as a lack of common sense and courtesy. And out of the entire cemetery, why did she need to park right there and interrupt time with my family? And I was so taken aback by being recorded standing over a grave with my family that I couldn't help myself from engaging further. I felt so incredibly disrespected and disgusted. So let's be honest, what's the verdict?
I don't think he's an asshole. I think it's all petty, but we've all fucking been there.
I think what the situation is I think what should have happened, and this is probably what I would have done. I would have gone and moved my car, but I would have said something to her. Instead of saying something petty or like passive aggressive, I would have been like, hey, FYI, typically when people come here, they park on this side of the road so that we don't block traffic. Like, would you mind either like pulling your car in front of me? And it would have been fine.
Right.
But the second she pulled out a phone and started recording him, I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, really? Okay.
I have a moment like that.
Let's do this.
God.
But I was laughing just at what he said to her. Like, are you really recording me right now? Are you trash?
Are you trash? In a cemetery?
I have a hard time not saying shit when people are stupid. Like, one time this group of girls pulled over in front of my old apartment and like threw beer bottles outside of the door and like fast food wrappers. And I went up to them and I was like, you're fucking trash.
Yeah.
Like, why? Are you kidding?
I know.
Sometimes. Hard to suppress that attitude.
I know.
People voted that everyone sucks, which I do agree, because I don't think he handled it the best. And I think he could have been just nicer about it in the beginning, especially at a place like that. I feel like he did come at her kind of sideways. Like, I guess I'll move. You don't know
what anybody's going through ever, but especially at a cemetery, you know it's not.
They're not there for fun.
Right. Unless it was in the Victorian ages and it was a park.
Yeah.
And you were on a date.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Just be nicer to everyone. That really is something, though. Like, I think when you're in that deep state of grief, like when people are mean, you just, I think, always have to assume like something's going on.
But yeah, we've all gone through those.
But if someone pulls out a phone,
it's over.
It's over. I'm going to fucking lose it.
I almost fought someone.
She did.
That's all I'll say.
That's a story for another day. That's the story for our dumbass criminal segment later on. Oh my God, wait, I did see one more thing when I was on Reddit that made me laugh. And it's this little graph that's like a pie chart.
Average age for people to die. What the fuck?
It just says average age for people to die. It says over 200 years or below 200 years.
We'll post it so it makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't think that makes sense, but
God, you're such a little bitch.
Why do you try and segue like this? Why do you do that? We could just do it normal. Well, you're up first this week, Madison. I think I have a little side pitch. Just like a dominatrix.
Yeah.
Well, you're a little bitch. I'm like, fuck, okay.
Fuck, I'm just talking about grief.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, what's the side bitch?
Okay, I have a side bitch. This girl, Paige, sent it to me on Instagram. She DM'd it to me. And it's really a loss that is close to my heart. It is for the death of the Choco Taco.
Bitch, you got me fucked up. I thought you were gonna, I don't know. Like, when you were like, it's close to my heart, I was like, oh, what?
No.
Okay, go on.
Choco Taco. And it's sad. The post says the beloved Klondike product, packaged ice cream in a taco-shaped cone, has been discontinued, causing grief across the nation.
It is sad.
They wrote, "Hi, Geoff and Cold Babe here. Someone commented an obituary for the Choco Taco on this post, and it just needs to be seen and appreciated." They blocked out the person's handle, so I don't have that. But it says, Choco Taco, Philadelphia. Choco Taco... 38 died unexpectedly July 25th, 2022 at a Klondike factory.
Oh no.
Survived by his inventor, Alan Drazen, siblings, Chipwich and Crunch Bar, and many nieces and nephews.
Oh.
Known for his love of life and foil package, Choco was a beloved novelty ice cream, delighting palates for nearly 4 decades. His crunchy waffle exterior housed creamy ice cream and a love for long rides in the ice cream truck. The smiles for children and an occasional brain freeze. He enjoyed travel and lived for a short period of time in Taco Bells nationwide.
I remember that. Yeah.
I loved a Choco Taco.
I had them a couple times at Taco Bell, but I'm kind of a Klondike bar girl.
I mean, this is the cousin of the Klondike bar.
Yeah.
It's by Klondike.
Yeah.
The last one I had, let me tell you, was across from, you know where the Sunset is? No, the Standard Hotel in West Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little like liquor store. It's not a gross liquor store across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to have Choco Tacos there. And that's the last place I had one. There's actually a restaurant in downtown LA that does a fancy version of the Choco Taco with like little gold flakes on top and stuff. And it's fucking good. I had
I feel
one
like
there,
we
too.
went and had it.
We did go together. It was that, I don't actually know if it's there anymore. Remember they had the really, really good chili rellenos with like the potato puree in it?
Yes. It was like in the downtown.
It was in downtown, yeah.
Like in a building. At like the
At the bottom of a building, yes.
Yes, I remember that.
If that place is still there, we should go to dinner there.
Yeah. I wonder what it's called. I'm more of one of those strawberry shortcake girls.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, that have all the little things all over them? Mm-hmm. I would eat the crust and then eat the ice cream. I wouldn't do a bite.
A workaround.
I do a whole workaround.
Got it. Okay. I always got the ones with like little gumballs for eyes.
Oh, like a Tweety bird. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's the truth, and I'm sticking to it.
Perfect.
But rest in peace, Choco Taco. I actually got jealous because I was watching The View this morning, and they were talking about it on the show, and they brought them all out. This was actually funny. So Whoopi Goldberg, who's one of the hosts on The View, if you guys don't watch it, was like, all right, and I guess we're all going to try it. And so I'm thinking everyone in the audience is about to get a Choco Taco. And that's what it made it sound like. If I was sitting in that audience, I would have been pissed because they only brought out like 4 to the host. And then...
Oh, you would have been looking under your chair like, where is it?
Like waiting for someone to come out with a tray of them. I was like, that's kind of shady. Then shitty. Like, you're going to sit there and you're going to watch us eat ice cream. That's some like King Henry VIII shit.
God. Ice cream at 9 a.m.
Ugh, ice cream,
Love it.
You scream, we all scream for ice cream. Rest in peace, Choco Taco.
Rest in peace, girly.
Do you want to take a little break, then get into Coffin Spinners?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. We'll be right back. And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has been turned off. You may now stand up and spin about the cabin.
Perfect.
Yeah, you like that. What had you spinning in your coffin this week, Madison?
Girly.
Yes.
The Canary Girls.
Oh, my favorite. They are at Petco, right?
Not those Canary Girlies.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let me clarify. We have talked about the Radium Girls.
Yes, we have.
We've talked about Fossy Jaw.
Fuck, we have.
But we have never talked about the Canary Girls.
Well, who are the Canary Girls?
The Canary Girls are women who worked in World War I in munitions factories. They were also known as munitionettes.
Everything had such a kitschy name back then.
I know.
We're going to start calling you the Geoffs.
No, I like Geoffs. It's gender neutral, honey.
Yes.
We'll talk about the Canary Girls and the munitionettes because they're both the same thing, but only like a small sector were known as the Canary Girls. Okay, so the First World War started in 1914 and lasted until 1918. Most men who were of a working age were joining the military and were fighting in battle. This meant that women needed to join the workforce and do their part at home for the war. There was also a huge shell shortage in 1915. This was known as the shell crisis or shell scandal. This is taking place in Britain right now. There was a huge campaign launched by the Ministry of Munitions, whose head was Lloyd George, and that campaign was geared towards men fighting in battle and women having to fill shells for battle. And I read something crazy, like, not crazy, but just interesting, that during the World War I, weaponry and munitions were all filled and made 80% by women.
Wow.
This led to almost 3 million women taking factory jobs that at the time men usually had. Many jobs were at these munition factories, and these factories popped up all over Britain at this time. Many of these were already factories that once housed everyday products being mass produced to now housing shells and bullets, poisonous gas canisters, and just extremely, extremely hazardous material. Women who took these jobs, like I said, were munitionettes, and these women were obviously paid much less than a man, but did the same job. Hours were super regulated. You couldn't go on strike. You couldn't leave unless your employer gave you consent. It was
you cannot strike.
Yeah,
Well,
you cannot.
you just can't do it.
Can't do it.
I think most companies would prefer their employees not to go on strike.
So the threat of explosions in these factories was super high because you're dealing with gunpowders.
Oh, I bet. And they're like no gloves, just fucking raw dogging it.
No gloves, nothing, no protection. For sure raw dogging it. Not to mention, there was a lot of threats of being bombed by the enemies. They would want to take out these factories, right? But there was also not really known at the time the threat that these toxic substances, like we talked about, could affect you like they did. When you came to work, you were strip searched. Any and all metal on you was taken away. This meant any hair clips and metal on your outfits. Also no silk or nylon because it caused a lot of static electricity, so it could blow up.
Oh.
So they wore a lot of khaki. Also, like we mentioned, no protective gear. There was none. Nothing really protecting your skin or body. And in these factories, women and some men were working manufacturing cordite, which was a smokeless propellant. So it was like an alternative to gunpowder, I guess.
Okay.
And also TNT. So women would fill these big shell casings with TNT and a detonator and the cordite, and they'd have to like tap it down. Well, if you tap too hard, it could explode.
Fuck. Oh my God. Your butt would be clenched the entire time.
Oh, there's a story of a woman who was pregnant and working in a munitions factory.
Oh no.
She tapped too hard on one of the shell casings, causing an explosion. She survived, but it blinded her and blew her hands off. She survived,
Did the
and
baby
so did
survive?
her baby.
Wow.
But she had lost so much feeling and she couldn't see that the only way she could identify her baby was using her lips to
Wow.
feel. I also read on historyofyesterday.com that, quote, it is said that during World War I, 2 women died every week in war factories due to work accidents or intoxication with chemical substances. So because of the hazardous materials and the non-existent protective gear, so many health issues started happening. It was insane. We're going to get into it. And this is what leads us to the nickname given to women who suffered from these ailments called the Canary Girls.
Okay.
When these women were mixing TNT with their bare hands, the melanin in their skin would react to the TNT, which would cause their skin to turn and be stained like a bright canary yellowy orange.
Wow.
I'll post pictures. If you look back, they're literally...
There's pictures of them?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Google while you talk.
Women were given milk, however, during their job because they were told it would help with any effects of the TNT. Warhistoryonline.com gives us more detail, saying, quote, munitionette Caroline Reynolds later recalled, so it was all bright ginger, all our front hair. All of our faces were bright yellow. They used to call us canaries. Some of them used to look at us as though we were insects. And others used to mutter, oh, well, they're doing their bit. As I say, some were quite nice, and others used to treat us as though we were scum of the earth. Of course, we all had our clothes, like we couldn't wear good clothes because the powder used to seep into your clothes. Another quote from that article says, according to a TNT factory worker quoted in a book called Fighting on the Home Front, it says, you were expected to feel poorly and our skin was perfectly yellow right down through the body, legs, and toenails even.
Whoa.
Another Canary Girl, Ethel Dean, related in an interview archived by the Imperial War Museum that everything that powder touches goes yellow. All the girls' faces were yellow, all around their mouths. They had their own canteen in which everything they touched went yellow. Chairs, tables, everything. The prolonged exposure to the yellow TNT even caused some to give birth to yellow babies.
No.
So yes, babies, Geoffs. These were called canary babies.
Oh.
It eventually faded over time, and they say that there wasn't any lasting effects. That's what they say, right? But TNT caused another yellow skin hue. It caused toxic jaundice, and because, again, there wasn't any protective gear, nothing to protect your respiratory system, you were breathing this in and it was penetrating your pores, eventually leading to toxifying your liver. About 400 cases of this were reported, and a fourth of them were fatal. Other symptoms of TNT poisoning were headache, nausea, anemia, digestive issues, respiratory issues, dizziness, constipation, and death. Munitionettes and Canary Girls' skin would burn and itch, often breaking out in huge rashes.
So it's not even just oh, I'm yellow. It's and
it's poisoning me.
It hurts.
It's TNT poisoning.
Ugh.
In 1916, there were so many reports that the Medical Research Council investigated TNT poisoning in munitions factories, and they focused on fumes and physical contact with TNT. They called them irritative symptoms and toxic symptoms. And basically, they found that respirators did work in showing reduced traces of TNT in the munitionette's urine, but also they hindered people's ability to work and were super irritating to the skin, so people didn't wear them. And they also tried cotton gloves, but cotton gloves actually made it worse due to your hands perspirating and then mixing with the TNT.
Ugh.
This one study that they were doing, I guess there was an explosion at that factory and I couldn't find anything else on it. So,
God.
I know. I have searched all over for a list of the Canary Girls who died of TNT poisoning, and it was actually hard to find. I found a list, but it was hard to really find anything about them. But I did find on a website called the cowkeeperswish.com, which I believe is also a genealogy book. And they did such an amazing job researching and telling some of the stories of the women who passed. There was Alice Post, who, quote, one of the early casualties was a young woman named Alice Post, who died in January of 1916. A newspaper reporting on the inquest into her death stated that she had begun working at a factory about 5 weeks before Christmas 1915 and walked a distance of 10 miles each day to get to work and home again. She ate well at first, but soon lost her appetite and often complained of headaches and tiredness. The skin on her hands and forearms turned blotchy. She saw the factory's doctor, but when she failed to get better, she was reluctant to seek medical help again, and by the time she did, it was too late. The post-mortem confirmed Alice had died from TNT poisoning, but the doctors interviewed also felt the state of absolute tiredness was a contributing factor since she had such long walks to and from work and very little nourishment to energize her. People in such a condition below par would absorb the poison very readily. The jury returned a verdict that death was due to poisoning by TNT and added a rider that attention should be given to the washing of the overalls and that sugar and milk should be provided with the cocoa given to the girls on their arrival at the works in the morning. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
that'll save them.
That'll do it.
There's also another person. It says, quote, likewise, munitions worker Lottie Mead was the mother of 3 young ones when she died of TNT poisoning in Kensington Infirmary in October 1916. Her husband wrote to the Women's Work Committee that the death occurred while myself was serving in France and I got home too late to see her alive. The photograph he sent along for the Whitechapel exhibit shows Lottie posing proudly in her munitions overalls. One can imagine it was a photo taken for him and sent to the front lines and then brought home again, memento of a wife no longer alive. Did it surprise him to see her turned out this way in pants and a cap, making the ammunition that fed the weapons he used? How would the war have changed her future had Lottie Mead survived the poisoning? What was it like to live through a time that produced so much tragedy, but also so many profound changes in women's lives? Lottie Mead's death certificate lists the cause of death as coma due to disease of the liver, heart, and kidneys consequent upon poisoning by TNT. And the verdict at the inquest was death by misadventure.
Oh my God.
An awful waste, but the picture suggests there was adventure in Lottie's life too. The hand on the hip, the raised chin, the subtle yet confident smile, the stance of a woman making her own way in the world. And I'll post her picture.
God.
Quickly, World War I ended in 1918, but the work of munitionettes wasn't over. Many women stayed and worked in these factories to dismantle shells that weren't used. On November 18th, 1918, there was an explosion at the Pembrey Munitions Factory where they were dismantling shells. 3 women died and 2 others were injured. And I mention this because they had a huge funeral procession for them. Their coffins were horse-drawn carriages. They had a huge procession down the street. 500 munitionettes marched down the street wearing their uniforms as a brass band played.
Wow. Incredible.
It's incredible that I think women can do anything, obviously, but they were the ones supplying and working so hard for the war and making sure that everybody had what they needed. And they didn't know all of the health implications, like the Radium Girls, like Fossey Jaw.
It's my favorite stories, honestly, to learn about because there's so much history that gets kind of swept under the rug. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember if it was Radium Girls or the Fossey Jaw, the Matchstick Girls, where this happened, but I know they made a show about one of them.
The Radium Girls.
The Radium Girls. Mm-hmm. I want to watch it because I feel like I feel like it would be really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
God, the more you know. Lots of deadly jobs out there. Who fucking knew?
Radium Girls glowing.
Uh-huh.
Fossey Jaw.
Their fucking jaws are gone.
Uh-huh. And then yellow.
Wow.
Well.
Let's take one more quick break, and then I'm going to get into what had me spinning in my coffin this week. We'll be right back.
And we're back. What's got you spinning, Spencer?
Oh, bitch. I am freezing in my coffin this week.
No.
Oh, no. No, I'm so excited because I don't know if we've ever brought it up on the show before, but I remember a long time ago we briefly chatted about my coffin spinner today, a little event known as Frozen Dead Guy Days.
Okay.
Do you remember this?
Yes.
It encompasses so many topics that we've discussed in past episodes, and the history behind it is fascinating. Frozen Dead Guy Days is an annual event held in Nederland, Colorado, and it just sounds like something that we definitely need to attend one day.
Wait, it's in Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was far away.
No. When I'm done, you'll probably understand why.
Got it.
I'm adding it to our obituary bucket list of places to visit. So we have the big clown funeral in London.
The pet cemetery in Paris.
And then now the Frozen Dead Guy Days in Nederland, Colorado.
Perfect.
Each year, people gather to celebrate a man known as Grandpa Brito Morstel. And you gotta wonder, what makes this guy so special that people are celebrating him considering he passed away decades ago in 1989?
I wonder.
Was
he horrible?
We wonder. No, not at all. Well, I mean, who knows? But that's where our story actually begins. So according to the Frozen Dead Guy Days website, aptly titled FrozenDeadGuyDays.com, Grandpa Brito Morstel died from a heart condition in 1989. The story goes that Grandpa Brito had been out cross-country skiing in Norway, which is where he was from, when he suffered a heart attack and died.
Okay.
Instead of a traditional burial, his grandson, Trygve Baj, who in my opinion is a legend in his own right, put his grandfather's body on dry ice and transported him to the U.S. that same year.
I think that's why I thought, so he passed further away.
So he's traveling. He's on the go.
He's on the go.
Initially, his body was stored in liquid nitrogen at the TransTime Cryonics facility in San Leandro, California.
Honey, we love a cryonic story.
Oh, yeah. And that's where it remained for the following 3 years, from 1990 to 1993. So they bring his grandpa's body to California from Norway. It's stored at this cryonics factory.
I wonder if they did the whole cryonics process of taking his blood out.
I think they just stored him in the liquid nitrogen. During the time that Grandpa Brito was in California at the cryonics facility, Trygve and his mother, Odd, were in the process of trying to figure out how they could build their own cryonics facility where she lived, which was in Nederland, Colorado. Near the end of 1993, Grandpa Brito was ready for his next trip. They removed his body from the cryonics facility, packed him up with some dry ice, and transported him to their home in Colorado.
Who says you're going to sleep when you're dead?
Oh, not him.
Not him.
He's like, I've got places to be, okay?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they ran into some trouble when Trygve was deported for overstaying his visa and forced to return to Norway.
Oh, no.
Luckily, Odd, his mom, and Brito's daughter was able to continue looking after Brito's body. So he was her father, which I just assumed. I assumed we assumed. The body was kept in a shack behind her house, and the dry ice was regularly changed in an effort to keep the body preserved. But then, in 1995, there's even more drama. Trygve, prior to being deported, had begun building this house that Odd was living in, but it didn't have official permits. They were trying to build this house/facility where they could do the cryonics there. So when she went to try and get the house legally approved to be inhabited, the town denied her request. This was at a town hall meeting, and after they denied her request, Odd turns to a woman next to her in the audience and was like, but who's gonna take care of the frozen bodies? Which ended up causing a frenzy in the room and eventually the town. Odd ends up speaking to a reporter about it, who goes to the city hall and is like, listen, she's worried because if she's evicted from the property, she's scared that her father's body will thaw out.
Okay.
According to an article on February 7th of 1995, the Denver Post reported on this and said that Odd Morstel was found guilty by a jury of building use and zoning violations. The Nederland town judge ordered her to remove the frozen body of her father from Nederland by March 6th or face 10 days in jail and a $600 fine. The story caused a sensation. In response, the city added a broad new provision to Section 734 of its municipal code, keeping of bodies, outlawing the keeping of the whole or any part of the person, body, or carcass of a human being or animal or other biological species which is not alive upon any property. So they basically installed this huge citywide ban on keeping dead bodies in your house or...
Oh, come on.
Let them have the bodies. But because everyone had found out that this woman had her dad on fucking ice in her shack behind the house, it caused obviously a lot of publicity. So they made an exception for Brito, and he was grandfathered in, and he was allowed to just stay there. Trygve secured the services of a company called Delta Tech, which was a local environmental company, to keep the cryonic facility running. Bo Schaefer, the CEO of Delta Tech, was known locally as the Iceman, and he was the caretaker for transporting the dry ice necessary for the cryopreservation of this institute that they created. That year, the local Tough Shed supplier, which is these sheds, I guess, and a Denver radio station built a new shed to store the body of Brito. In the fall of 2012, some other people took over as Brito's caretaker, but most recently, Brad Wickham, who's a resident of Nederland, is the current caretaker. And according to the Frozen Dead Guy's website, he takes pride in this responsibility Brito's grandson, Trygve, has entrusted to him and is committed to Grandpa's preservation and possible reanimation one day.
Do we have pictures?
Yes. Absolutely, we have pictures.
Oh, if he's wanting to be reanimated, he for sure went through the cryogenics process then.
Or maybe they just think, if we keep him frozen...
No, I guarantee. Because remember, if you freeze him, it kills all the cells. He has to have antifreeze in his body.
Maybe he does.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so now for the fun stuff. So they started doing this as a way to, celebrate Grandpa Brito. As I mentioned earlier, the first annual Frozen Dead Guy Days started back in 2010 2002 and has turned into quite the action-packed weekend where all kinds of events take place. It's usually held over 2 days. So many events. They have coffin races where people strap into homemade coffins and race each other. I guess there's like 7 people on a team and like they all can help build it. And then one person drives it, which I just love.
Fun.
There's videos and pictures we'll post. It looks like so much fun.
Oh my God.
Another popular event is the polar plunge, where attendees can get their cryonic on by jumping into just this huge thing of freezing cold water.
Love it.
They have a frozen t-shirt contest. I watched a video where like literally it'll be a t-shirt that's like in ice and they have to like unfold it and it looks so uncomfortable. They have to get the shirt on, like this freezing frozen t-shirt.
Oh my God.
They even have treats, like a special ice cream that's made by a local Colorado company called Glacier Ice Cream. And it's blue ice cream with crushed Oreos and sour gummy worms. And it's called the Frozen Dead Guy.
Oh my God. That sounds so good.
But if you feel like dressing up, you can attend the classy event known as Grandpa's Blue Ball. Which is a dance. And they have tons of different things going on here. It looks like they have a bunch of like local makers come sell their crafts, performances from local artists.
It's just called Frozen
Dead Guy Days.
Oh my God.
And they even have dark tourism where you can visit the actual tough shed where Grandpa Burrito's body is kept under 1,200 pounds of ice to this day.
Cool.
And this is like a big event. A lot of fucking people come for this. This, I think, like, I would assume is their, like, money-making time every year because the event brings in people from all over the world.
God,
they paused because of COVID, but prior to, in 2019, they had over 25,000 attendees from around the world.
Oh my God. How long is it?
2 days.
We gotta go. Colorado's not that far.
No, that's easy. So Geoffs in Colorado, get ready because next year we're going to the Frozen Dead Guys.
When does it fall?
In March.
Oh my God.
We'll go for my
there.
birthday.
Yes.
Please, let that be my birthday present.
Cool.
And that's it. That's Frozen Dead Guy Days. I'm interested to hear any of you Geoffs that live out there. If you've ever attended or if you just know any fun facts about it, please write in and tell us.
I love that so much.
So fun.
I want to go.
I know. I should have tried to see if I could find his obituary. But, technically, is he still alive? Who knows? Remember, a lot of the people we couldn't find obituaries.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
They don't need an obituary. He's moving and shaking.
No, but we do have some obituaries to share. What you got for me?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just stumbled upon this one, and it's sort of self-written. It's a rhymey poem, okay?
Oh, a poem?
Yes, so it says... He was born on December 16th, 1986, and passed away on May 13th, 2012.
Young.
He was a beloved son and a friend to all. He will be missed now and forever. And wrote a poem called Miss Me When I'm Gone. And that is his obituary on his obituary page. With success, people change, and my closest friends have seen it. If you sacrifice your time just to shine, what's the meaning? My friends and my family, I hope that you miss me, y'all. I sacrifice my time to ensure that the chips will fall. My old man, see my plan in the crystal ball. I keep my head down and focus on the grind and never shining. But the one thing that I'm finding when I'm riding in these climates, meeting up with different clients, my confidence is climbing and soaring, it's important. What's the meaning? Well, I hope you fucking find it. Yo, this one is for my friends and my family who probably barely standing me. Shout out to my homie Andy. He changed his life twice. Gives me advice on this candy. Success is a state of mind, just pass me, my hands free. But I won't take anything that you fuckers don't hand me. I have to ask myself, do people really miss me while I'm chilling at that Hilton bar? Getting sorta tipsy, I'm sitting by myself so my wealth goes with me. So shitty cause I feel so swiftly. That's what happens when you rise so fast. That is his obituary. We're gonna bleep out his name, okay?
Okay. Oh, it's not.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. I'm more just like watching you transition from like saying it to rapping, like kind of like rapping it a little bit,
Like a
or like the
slam
poet. Oh my god, beautiful! I love it. Sorry, no disrespect. Just very interesting choice for an obituary.
2 fuckins, 1 shitty. I mean, come on.
Well, mine's a little different. Mine's from the 1920s. But I love it because it's just like literally 3 short sentences. It's a death notice.
Love it.
But it's just so fucking real like they used to do. Mrs. Hetty Simons, wife of Mr. C. Simons, landlord of the Black Horse Inn in Hinckley, died under painful circumstances on Monday morning. She had suffered from bronchitis and after a severe bout of coughing, expired. That's it?
That's it?
That's her fucking obituary or her death notice that was sent out in the Leicester Chronicle.
She expired.
She expired. Painful circumstances.
Oh my God.
A severe bout of coughing expired. I'm telling you, it makes you picture it. They did a better job then.
I know. Now we have poems.
Yeah.
Jesus
Please.
Christ.
Oh my God. Dumb. I mean, I don't know. I just love it. Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple.
Speaking of stupid, I think it's time that we talk about some real stupid people.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
You know what time it is. It's time for some dumb
Ass
criminals.
All right, I've got a Florida woman.
Florida
woman. Spencer, the holidays are stressful. We miss them. We love them, but they're stressful.
They are.
Stressful for everyone.
Not during COVID. I loved how quiet the holidays were.
Oh, yeah. It's also a lot of pressure ordering gifts. You're like, are they going to get here on time? Are they going to be stolen off my porch?
Oh
if
my
I don't
God, you never know.
get them in time? Okay. Well, Lita Chrysostomo was having a stressful ass holiday season. The 50-year-old Florida woman was having just a really hard day. It was December 22nd, 2018. She was prepping for the holidays. So she rode her tricycle into town.
Like the fucking thing from Saw.
The tricycle was the type of tricycle for a 2-year-old. She rode a bad boy
Like
into
a radio
town.
flyer.
She pulled out a plastic gun, started pointing it at people.
Oh.
Thankfully, I don't think anybody was threatened because it was plastic. You could tell it was a kid's gun. So picture 52-year-old woman on a baby tricycle with a plastic gun.
Love it.
She starts threatening people with it, though. And she rides up to a USPS truck, threatens the driver,
No.
grabs a package, takes off on her tricycle.
Oh, do you think she was going fast? Like, do you think her legs were like...
So fast.
You would have to go so fast on a tricycle.
So fast. Police were called. They came and surrounded her, and she continued to tell them, I am God.
What if God was one of us?
Just a tricycle rider.
Yeah.
They arrested her, and she was charged with armed robbery and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without the intent to kill. She is held on a $25,000 bond, or was, and she just says that she was God and that the voices told her to do it.
Well, she listened.
I just
And
can't
she
get over the
listened.
tricycle.
Well, speaking of armed robbery, wait till you hear this story. First of all, okay, so our friend Chris sent me this from the newspaper. She's like in her whole ass historian era right now. And she sent me this article, which is where I got my dumbass criminal. But there was another story in here that said, Mom strangles daughter, 5. Torrance, California. A woman released from a mental institution only a week ago strangled her 5-year-old daughter on Wednesday, police reported.
What year is this?
I'm not sure. Mrs. Matilda Clemenson, 37, told police she strangled Beverly Clemenson with a nylon stocking because she feared some harm would come to her and her family, officer said. A neighbor, Mrs. Robert Peterson, said she attempted to revive the child, then returned home to summon aid. The child's father, Henry, 43, arrived just before an ambulance took the child to a hospital. She was pronounced dead on arrival. Mrs. Clemenson was booked in General Hospital psychopathic ward on suspicion of murder. I don't know what year this is from. I feel like it was maybe the 50s, 60s, maybe 50s, when hospitals were still called psychopathic wards.
Jesus.
Okay, but on a lighter note, this says, mop, cleans up robbery try. Los Angeles, 3 hold-up men tried to clean out the till of a service station. For those of you youngsters, a till is a cash register. Richard Partridge, the attendant, cleaned them instead with a mop soaked in cleaning fluid. The 3 approached Partridge Wednesday with hands in their shirts as if they carried guns.
Oh my God, how it has to be the 40s or 50s.
The old ruse. This is a holdup, said one. I don't believe you. Show me your guns, Partridge answered, and he slapped their faces with the mop he had been using to clean a grease spot. They fled. Oh, God.
Oh my God, that'll do it.
You know what? When they won't stop, get the mop.
Oh,
The
God.
old adage.
Look at you.
I love it.
I love that so much.
I
love
really
a
like
good
this
old-
episode.
Me too.
I really like I like this show.
Maybe
Let's
because
keep
we're just
doing
not
it.
lollygagging.
Let's keep doing this show. Let's do
Yeah.
another episode next week or something.
Perfect.
That's all for this week, though. If you want to write to us, you can write to us, obitpod@gmail.com.
Give us a follow over on Instagram or Twitter at obituarypod.
And you can write to us, P.O. Box 18149, Long Beach, California, 90807. But that's it for this week. We'll see you next week with some more coffin spinners
Obituaries.
and dumb
Ass
criminals. And then we'll put like a plane noise with like a plane taking off.
I love that. Perfect.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.